I want to summarize quickly with all these because they're very, very important points. You want to look for markets. Markets that already exist. You want to look for margins. You want to make the solution immediate. You want to make it easy. And you want to solve problems rather than prevent problems. The next time you evaluate a product, service, or information, give it that litmus test. Look at all 5 elements. If one of them isn't existing, you have a potential problem with that product. Once again, with Spiller Anderson's product, he realized that he didn't have enough margin because of the cost of his product. He did a couple of things. He kept on price testing. He tested guarantees versus no guarantee. But he realized his advertising costs had to be lower. And half the media sources work, and half of them don't work. If you have 1 out of 5 of them work, you should be doing cartwheels because you're rich. All you got to do is keep on testing and not overexpose yourself to risk. I mean, if you find 1 out of 5 newspapers, magazines, radio stations, TV stations, whatever advertising medium you're using or a combination thereof that work, you're wealthy. Because all you got to do is just find more that work or renegotiate the ad rates on the ones that don't work. But you've got to pick a target. And that's why it's helpful. The illustration that Mark gave, despite the fact that some people on the left of the room had some difficulty in seeing it, was very simple. And it's right in the course that we offer from television, but it's illuminated here, is if you go line by each item and start to look at that before you ever begin, you know where you need to be to end up with a profit. Does this make any sense to you? Does it help? Does it help to open up the fact that this isn't that hard? If you go through consistent steps, and these 5 steps are really the basis and the foundation. We've taken a year really to think about making this much more succinct and understandable for people so that they can look and evaluate. But if you use these 5 methods and these 5 items as a checkpoint to determine where you stand before you make an offer and before you decide whether you want that product, service, or information as something you want to be a part of, you're going to save yourself a lot of anguish. Knowing that there's also some counterparts to this, just like the Spiller Anderson story, is that if my product cost is too high before I'm able to buy 100,000 units of this product and tool it and manufacture it, I need to make sure that my advertising cost is much lower than a normal 30 or 35% of the product cost, which was brilliant. He realized it's not going to work if I have a high ad cost. I won't make any money because he's really, in many cases, just making a one-time sale.